Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Get off of that chair, Cat. Come on, come on. Cat? Hey, Lily. So we're back to talking about Star Trek Deep Space Nine episodes The Foresaken and Dramatis Personae. And she's traumatized. She is very scared. You have to move your butt. Move your butt. Move your butt. Move your butt out of the camera, Cat. So let's talk about the Forsaken first. In this episode, Dr. Julian Bouchard is assigned babysitting duty for four visiting ambassadors. Chief Miles O'Brien deals with an alien computer program. Downloaded from a probe, and Odo copes with a deeply infatuated Lwaxana Troi. I gotta say, part of this episode, it makes me think, okay, like, they had a couple great ideas with this episode, like the computer, program for O'Brien, which is fairly intriguing because that storyline affects, like, say, the story element for Odo. And so, yeah, I just feel like, say, the whole, Dr. Bashir having to babysit the ambassadors was kind of just like, say, this is kind of a very throwaway storyline. I do love the story between Odo and Troi, and the fact that it's so good, and the fact that, sometimes, she is always very, like, oh, hello there, but this time it seems more like she is how she was in the Trek TNG episode where she meets an older gentleman who is wanting to, not continue going on, and I gotta say the moments between Odo and her on the elevator when they're just talking to each other, and at the same time, him, like, he's feeling rather vulnerable, and that his form is almost 16 hours, so his form is almost turning to liquid. So I do love the makeup for him when part of it is just he's melting on the side of his face. It looks really good, and her taking off her wig, they show her, hey, I understand how you probably feel. All that was really good. It was very good, I thought. Dramatic-wise, acting-wise, from both Michelle Barrett and everyone else. I thought it was all great, really great. So let's look at the next episode, Dramatis Personae. At least that's how I think it's pronounced. In this episode, a telepathic inflection sets the crew into two factions, fighting against each other, with Earth Officer Major Kira leading a mutiny against Benjamin Sisko. One of the things I really liked about this episode is that the characters were able to be a bit more menacing with their characters, and more saying the fact that the only one that's not affected by it is Odo. So I always like it in episodes of Trek where there is, like, say, an infection or something like that, and only one member of the crew is not infected by it, so it's always just, like, say, one person that is always having to, in a way, just strategically play on both sides, when in actuality, he's trying to help both sides. I really love the moments, like, say, when Dr. Bashir is just, like, saying, you know, Odo, so maybe you should try to pick a side. Who knows what friends you might not have, and all that. Overall, I gotta say the acting for this was really great, especially when we get to see Sisko when he gets really upset in this episode when he is having the moment to monologue against.
You know what disturbs me? The ingratitude. I offered you my kindness, my help, my leadership. And how do you repay me? With betrayal. But you won't get rid of me so easily. You see, unlike you, I understand history.
Kira and all that, it was really good. I especially love the little effects when all the little space telepath aliens just float out of them and then end up getting sucked out of off the station. It was really good. I really liked this episode. Actually, I liked both of these episodes. I feel like, say, most people say they really liked the Mirror Darkly episode of Enterprise. This is like one episode where I can say, yeah, this is an episode of DS9 where I can say, this is one where it's worth watching. I think both are. See you next time.